Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask, Heidi. It is Tuesday, the second day of July. It's Beatles Day today, so big Beatle fans out there enjoying that. Foam Blaster Day, Freedom from Fear of Speaking Day today. I've never really been afraid to speak. Sometimes I probably should be because I realize I don't know what I'm talking about. It is I Forgot Day, Made in the USA Day, Disco Day, Report Military Fraud Day, World Recreation for the Disabled Day, Sports Journalist Day, and the one I'm celebrating by looking high into the sky, World UFO Day today. I've always been fascinated by that topic. Just fascinated. I don't know why. It just always has intrigued me. Also intriguing to me is this guy that comes to join us every Tuesday. It's Heidi's dad. It's my father-in-law. We have Tuesdays
with Charlie.
Charlie. We'll get to that later in the program. Thanks for listening on a Tuesday. Charlie has Parkinson's. Recently, Charlie started wearing a bracelet from VitaTech Healing.
I'm an avid golfer, and I was going to give it up this year. I just deteriorated that much. Now I'm back to golfing, enjoying it, having a good time. I just can't stress enough how good it is.
Click on radiosavings.com to hear more of Charlie's story and find out how VitaTech Healing is helping others with ADHD, fibromyalgia, autism, and more. Plus, find radio-only savings by clicking the link at radiosavings.com. That's radiosavings.com. Time now for surveys and studies and such, brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. The noises that babies make, the goo-goos and the gagas, it sounds like gibberish to us, right? But a new study suggests that is the sound an infant makes, that it's more than a random noise. It's a crucial part of learning to talk. Research published in a journal that I don't even know what that is said they used special software to look at vocal patterns in 130 infants over the first year of their life. They found that rather than making haphazard sounds, then gradually progressing to more subtle baby talk, as we thought, it seems that infants are actively exploring and practicing different categories of sounds right from the beginning of their life. The team categorized the sounds into three types: squeals, growls, and vowel-like utterances. Fascinating. That's what I use here on this show. Sometimes it comes out as real words. The three types crop up in babies of all ages, even the first few months of life. Why is it important? Well, researchers believe that vocal exploration serves two purposes. First, babies may be priming their brains for the challenge of speech. And second, baby talk might serve as a signal to the caregiver that the baby's development is on track, perhaps even a cue to engage baby in some back and forth conversations. So I think it's kind of cool. I've got a link to that. It's in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
It's rad. It's bad. It's 80s. The coolest rock vacation of the summer. Retromania Live. August 21st through 25th, the Mansion Theater. Starring Vince Neil, Bobby Brown, Casey and the Sunshine Band, Night Ranger, Tom Kiefer, Tiffany, Lou Graham, Pauly Shore, celebrity autograph signing, costume parties, and more. Single day tickets on sale now at RetromaniaLive.com. Produced by Branson Star Entertainment.
Did you know? Brought to you by Genesis Gold, IRA.com. Heidi, did you know the word Jurassic, which is often associated with dinosaurs, comes from a Celtic word, forest?
No, I did not.
So
know
Jurassic really means forest, but we associate that with, dinosaurs.
Yeah.
So that's kind of interesting. I wonder why I suppose because at the time there were more forests on the planet?
I suppose.
I don't know. I'll have to talk to somebody who knows what they're talking about, because I don't. We don't know everything, clearly, but now we know this.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by radiosavings.com. Jodie Foster claims that she's not naturally an actor. And she says the experience of a stalker coming to see her on stage, then shooting President Reagan to get her attention, is the reason she stopped performing when she was 18. So she said it was a traumatic moment. I never admitted that maybe I had something to do with how all that happened, and I might not ever want to act again. Anyway, she did go on to act more after that. But she said it resulted in her having bodyguards following her around, and there was all kinds of stuff that happened. And I can imagine where that would kind of sidetrack a career.
Yeah.
And Jennifer Lawrence has landed her next lead movie role. The Hunger Games star is set to be in a murder mystery called The Wives. She'll serve as a producer on the Apple TV project as well. Real Housewives franchise inspired this. The plot details are under wraps, but it's going to be called The Wives. and no release date has been announced. We'll keep you up to date. Big screen, little screen, brought to you by radiosavings.com. Charlie has Parkinson's. He started wearing a bracelet from Vitatech Healing, and he's noticed a difference, even while sleeping.
Once I got in bed, I couldn't roll over. I couldn't move. I was just whatever position I was in, just a chore to get out of bed. And now everything is so much better.
Click on radiosavings.com to hear more of Charlie's story and find out how Vitatech Healing is helping others with ADHD, fibromyalgia, autism, and more. Plus, find radio-only savings by clicking the link at radiosavings.com. That's radiosavings.com. Time now for the scoop of the day. It comes your way courtesy of bettercreditcards.com. With more concerns arising these days about the use of social media among teens, even younger kids, a U.S. company says that it has a solution. A kid-safe smartphone, Pinwheel, has made their smartphone for kids available in Canada this week, aimed at the 8 to 14 crowd. It has features like photo sharing, texting, games, and more than 12,000 apps that are readily available. But Pinwheel says the phone is also containing things like age-appropriate guardrails. So there'll be no internet browser or social media. Parental monitoring tools are also connected, so mom and dad can remotely monitor what's being texted. They can designate contact lists as well and set usage schedules. The Android phones are installed with Pinwheel's operating system. A $20 monthly subscription fee is above and beyond the regular carrier plan, which also allows complete remote access to their phone. The company says their phones provide, quote, a way to help kids develop healthy habits around digital device usage and screen time without the negative impacts of the distractions of social media and open internet access. So the U.S. Surgeon General is asking for legislation right now that would stamp social media apps with a warning stating that social media is associated with significant mental health harms for adolescents. So when I was a kid, we did not have Facebook. We did not have smartphones. We did not have the internet yet until like when I remember when the internet came out. Do you remember when the internet was new?
Not really.
Do you remember the first website you went to?
It was Hotmail.
Was it really? First website I ever went to was mtv.com, and I have no idea why I went there. Because I wasn't like a huge MTV fan. I liked it and all, but it wasn't like, oh, I watch it all the time. But I was just like, oh, I have the access to the entire world at my fingertips. What do I want to look at? And that was the first thing I could think of. Scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of bettercreditcards.com.
Can your IRA or 401k stand up to the next financial crisis? By allocating a percentage of your retirement into physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover, you can diversify and safeguard your holdings from turbulent markets and economic downturns. Safeguard your assets with a tax-free rollover with a Genesis Gold IRA, the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Protect your retirement today with a simple phone call and receive your free gold and silver guide. Call 1-800-200-GOLD or visit genesisgoldira.com.
Time now for my favorite program, something we do every Tuesday just because we can. We reach out to my father-in-law for a fun little thing we like to call
Tuesdays with Charlie.
Tuesdays with Charlie on the John and Heidi Show.
It's Tuesday again?
It is
is.
Tuesday. Charlie, how you doing, man?
Hey, do you think if we ever did this like on Monday just to fake people out there thinking, God, it's Tuesday already?
Oh, that would be kind of fun. We could just, maybe we'll do that on April Fool's Day sometime.
April Fool's Day is never, that's on the 1st, but
It's
that's
always-
never on a Tuesday.
Oh, it could be any day. It could be a Tuesday that day.
We could make it up.
There we go. We'll make up a bunch of stuff. Oh, wait, that's what you do every week.
This stuff is actual,
It's facts.
it's verified in Funkin' Wagnalls.
It is nice.
Look it up.
You can take it to the bank. All right, what do we got for today?
In 2009, a woman accidentally threw away her mom's mattress with $1 million stashed inside it.
Oh, I've heard that. Isn't that that would just make you sick?
Fortunately, right now, the daughter is no longer alive because the mother took care of her, but can't blame her.
Yikes.
Hey, then a staff writer for the New Yorker came to the office every day from 1964 to 1966, but never published a single story.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Why?
They weren't any good?
Kind of like me, rumor has it I sell cars for a living, but I haven't sold a car for 38 years, and
They just keep letting you come in.
they say, who is that guy? He's the first one here every day. Why is that? Because I have a key.
Nice.
Hey, then, every time you recall a memory, You're remembering the last time you remembered it. The memory gets distorted
Yes, it changes.
even more each time.
Yep, it changes a little more over time.
Well, it used to be that beautiful young girl I was trying to date turned out to be a dog. That's how distorted it gets.
But now you remember her as a good-looking chick, huh?
Well, she threw me out a long time ago. Hey, NASA, you know them?
Yeah, I've heard of them.
They have a plan if astronauts lose it in space. That plan is to tie them up with duct tape.
That's the plan?
So there's always duct tape on the space shuttle.
Nice.
They should use Gorilla tape because that's better.
Is it?
You know what? It's pretty good.
It's a lot better than duct tape.
Yeah.
I know because I've tried to get out of the trunk and that stuff's sticky. Hey, the most popular Christmas dinner tradition in Japan is to eat fried chicken from Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Yeah, I
That's
think we
kinda
talked
cool.
about that one time on this show.
We did. Yeah, it's kind of neat.
We don't have any where I live. We used to, but it went away years ago, and boy, I sure miss it.
Yeah, KFC's good. It's good stuff.
We'll give them a little plug.
Yeah, they're probably not doing too hot these days. What's that? They're still doing fine? Okay, I guess they are.
How come you never take me to eat there?
We
can take you to eat there.
Oh, I know why they don't have beer there.
Are you putting that on your bucket list?
That's
On your KFC bucket.
yeah. Ooh.
I knew that's what he was doing
Oh,
there.
that's
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
That's bad. Sound like my staff. As an act of physiological warfare,
Psychological?
whatever I said that,
that works too.
the U.S. Army planned to drop extra-large condoms labeled as medium in the Soviet Union to demoralize the Soviets.
Oh,
That's
wow.
hilarious.
That'll get them.
That is funny.
Wow.
Hey, look at these. That's all I got.
Oh,
even
wow.
wear a
We're
medium.
ending on that?
That's all I could come up with.
Oh, well, Charlie, I got something for you.
That's what I'm
do you-
afraid of.
Do you know what an iguana is?
Yep.
So how many eyes does an iguana have?
4.
One.
Both of you are incorrect, but one is high and one is low.
No, there's only one eye in iguana, I'm pretty sure.
The word iguana does have one eye. So Heidi got that part right. No, but iguanas have 3 eyes. They have 2 normal eyes, but then they also have a third eye on the top of their head, and that eye only perceives brightness. So it doesn't really see. It just perceives brightness.
See, I thought you were trying to pull a fast one.
No.
Doing the whole
I would never do that, Heidi.
riddle thing.
Yeah, I think he is.
No. I would have never done that to you.
You wouldn't see me doing that stuff.
No, not at all. Well, Charlie, thank you for coming in. It's always fun. You don't
I
think
had
so?
a ball. I had a good time.
Bye, Daddy.
Bye, Fluff. Bye, John.
Bye-bye. I don't know why he's disagreeing with it. It's fun. Good, a fun little program we do every Tuesday just because we can. It's called
Tuesdays with Charlie.
Charlie has Parkinson's. Recently, Charlie started wearing a bracelet from VitaTech Healing.
I'm an avid golfer, and I was going to give it up this year. I just deteriorated that much. Now I'm back to golfing, enjoying it, having a good time. I just can't stress enough how good it is.
Click on radiosavings.com to hear more of Charlie's story and find out how VitaTech Healing is helping others with ADHD, fibromyalgia, autism, and more. Plus, find radio-only savings by clicking the link at radiosavings.com. That's radiosavings.com. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
In the first season of Sesame Street, Oscar the Grouch was not green. What color was he?
I have no idea. I don't
Orange. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Oscar the Grouch was orange. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
People don't sneeze in their sleep due to their brains shutting down that reflex.
Oh, interesting.
I never thought of that. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
What do you-
I can think of another reflex that doesn't shut down.
Guy Fawkes is the reason guys are called guys. So because of his name, Guy Fawkes, that's why guys are called
Okay.
guys. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
February used to be the last month of the year, which is why it has the shortest number of days. They're like, we'll just give this many. We ran out of days, so it's all good. And our final fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Lego toys are, according to this, a better investment than stocks or bonds or gold. Does that seem weird?
I don't know that I buy that
That
at
study
all.
released by Lego. Several fun facts. Now you know. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
It's rad. It's bad. It's 80s. The coolest rock vacation of the summer. Retromania Live. August 21st through 25th, the Mansion Theater. Starring Vince Neil, Bobby Brown, Casey and the Sunshine Band, Night Ranger, Tom Kiefer, Tiffany, Lou Graham, Pauly Shore, celebrity autograph signings, costume parties, and more. Single day tickets on sale now at RetroManiaLive.com. Produced by Branson Star Entertainment.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. It comes your way, courtesy of Mintervention.com. Question, Heidi, what is the distance from the Earth to the Sun? If you're going to just guess.
I don't know.
93 million miles.
Wow.
Somebody had a really long tape measure to do that.
I guess, yeah.
Or 150 million kilometers. So that is quite the distance. Mint Mobile question of the day comes your way, courtesy of Mintervention.com. Charlie has Parkinson's. He started wearing a bracelet from Vitatech Healing, and he's noticed a difference, even while sleeping.
Once I got in bed, I couldn't roll over. I couldn't move. I was just whatever position I was in, just a chore to get out of bed. And now everything is so much better.
Click on radiosavings.com to hear more of Charlie's story and find out how Vitatech Healing is helping others with ADHD, fibromyalgia, autism, and more. Plus, find radio-only savings by clicking the link at radiosavings.com. That's radiosavings.com. Now, some weird news brought to you by weirdgiftoftheday.com. Not only are plants living things, researchers now say they also possess a form of intelligence. Yeah. Findings published in the Journal of Plant Signaling and Behavior, which I read every time I'm bored, shows plants like goldenrods are smart enough to detect other plants nearby without ever making contact. They're also smart enough to adapt to threatening situations, such as herbivores eating them. The Cornell University researchers even found that some species of plants have intellectual capacity for flexible, real-time, adaptive responses. While plants do not have a brain, they do have a vascular system, which some biologists say are similar to our central nervous system, and they can be used to process information. How cool is that?
That's
Is
very
that
cool.
weird that
That's
plants,
really interesting.
Plants know how to respond to things?
It is. I don't have any of those planted. I should
So
probably
now
go
I
get
wonder
some.
if vegans will quit eating those plants too. I don't know. Weird news brought to you by weirdgiftoftheday.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the list brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. Most popular Disney-inspired baby names in the USA. Can you think of any Disney-inspired baby names that might make this list?
Ariel.
Ariel. Let's find out. I was thinking like Mickey or Minnie or Goofy. Probably not Goofy. All right. Number 10 is Elsa from Frozen. 3 is Camilo, C-A-M-I-L-O, Camilo from Enchanto. I'm probably, can you tell I don't know what I'm talking about? Raya from Raya and the Last Dragon. 7, Flynn from Tangled. 6, Ariel from The Little
Ariel.
Mermaid. Heidi got one right. 5 is Mirabelle from Encanto. 4 is Finnick from Zootopia. 3 is Moana from Moana. 2 is Coda from Brother Bear. And the number 1 most popular Disney-inspired baby name in the US of A, Merida from Brave. M-E-R-I-D-A. I've not met kids with any of those names, I don't think.
I know an Ariel.
Do you? All right. Well, maybe I've met one then. I might have been with her. All right. That is the list brought to you by bettercreditcards.com.
Can your IRA or 401k stand up to the next financial crisis? By allocating a percentage of your retirement into physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover, you can diversify and safeguard your holdings from turbulent markets and economic downturns. Safeguard your assets with a tax-free rollover with a Genesis Gold IRA, the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Protect your retirement today with a simple phone call and receive your free gold and silver guide. Call 1-800-200-GOLD or visit genesisgoldira.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way courtesy of radiosavings.com. Our quote today is from Michael Kelso. That is a character on That 70s Show. Michael Kelso said, "Your soul is like your appendix. I don't even use it." That's pretty funny. That's good. Who played Michael Kelso? That was
Ashton Kutcher.
Ashton Kutcher. That's right. And he is from Iowa, just like Heidi.
Yes, he is.
So he seems like a neat dude. Quote of the day comes your way courtesy of radiosavings.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news. I think this is good news. Comes your way courtesy of GenesisGoldIRA.com. Headline, hiker rescued after 10 days lost in the Santa Cruz Mountains. Can you imagine that? Lucas McClish, 34, of Boulder Creek, has been rescued after being lost for 10 days in the wilderness. The avid hiker set out for what he thought was going to be a brief 3-hour hike. But the adventure turned perilous when he got disoriented, unable to recognize landmarks. And there have been a bunch of fires recently that altered everything. So he's out there like, I don't know where I'm at. I don't know what I'm doing.
Wow.
He failed to arrive for a Father's Day dinner on Father's Day, and his family reported him missing. That's when a widespread search started. It says, I left with just a pair of pants, my hiking shoes, and a hat. I had a flashlight and a pair of folding scissors like a Leatherman tool, and that was about it.
Wow.
His survival strategy included drinking ample water, ensuring he consumed about a gallon a day to stave off dehydration. However, as days wore on, he had a need for food that became critical.
Yeah.
Search operations spearheaded by the sheriff's office there saw a collaboration of a bunch of different agencies getting together, and they finally did find him in a remote canyon. Moved by the outpouring of support, the dedication of the search team, McClish expressed his deep gratitude. He said it was humbling. I don't know. It was an awesome experience, visibly emotional as he recounted his moments of the rescue. Can you even imagine? This is why I don't go hiking.
How long was he lost?
10 days.
Holy cow.
He was going out for 3 hours. A 3-hour hike. So that was just like Gilligan's Island. They went out for a 3-hour tour, and then they were stuck there for like a number of
I like
seasons.
to stay where there's salvation.
Yeah. So anyway, more power to you if you're a hiker and you want to go out and do that. Just be careful. Make sure you let people know where you're going and when you're planning to come home. That would be a good thing, too, because it was days before they even realized he was gone. Yeah. But it was.
That's really sad.
It is. All right. I've got a link to that story in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great Tuesday. Thank you for listening to The John and Heidi Show.